What's up, guys? It's Rantium here, and today we are back in Skyrim. That's right, you guys, and don't snap. It's gonna be an awesome freaking day. So guys, welcome back, and happy Showcase Day. That's right, you guys. So we are indeed once again back here in Skyrim, taking a look at MAISON NOUVEAU, or MAISON NOUVEAU, something like that. It seems like a French word, honestly. But we are here in the wonderful hold of Whiterun, everyone's favorite place. So obviously Whiterun is right here. No one needs to really figure out where the hell Whiterun's at because it's right there. So let's go ahead and take a look at this beautiful little home, shall we? So MAISON NOUVEAU is a deceptively large home. On the inside, it's a bit larger than it is on the outside. It does kind of hold to the structure's shape, but on the outside, there's not a whole lot going for it. It's kind of just a regular solitude home, kind of just thrown in here into Whiterun. It's a bit out of place color palette wise, but it's nice to have a couple things on the side of the house to grow a few things in. But I would have actually liked just regular grow beds for me to grow my own things, but that's okay. Having some pre-selected things there anyways is kind of a cool thing. But let's go inside of our new home, MAISON NOUVEAU. Now, a bit of a word of warning, there may be a conflict with my ELFX mod, which is the Enhanced Indoor Lighting Effects, but it could also be a functionality of the home, because you'll notice it when we go up and down staircases. But here we are, inside of MAISON NOUVEAU. Now, MAISON NOUVEAU, like I said, was deceptively large on the inside than it was on the outside, and we'll get to that as we break this down. But, in typical Rantium fashion, let's break it down, shall we? So, a bookshelf right here at the beginning for the bookworms of Skyrim, with a nice big chest for some storage, as well as a very dark corner. Don't stare directly into it, it's like looking all the way at the sun. But we've also got this bookshelf over here, and then we have a nice end table for a little bit of storage. We have the MAISON NOUVEAU key, as well as a note that you can read for some, some lore and everything like that. If you want to go ahead and take a look at that, you can. And then there's a little bit of extra cash, some gold, some gems, everything like that. But then we've also got another bookcase right here. This one looks a bit different, even though I know most of them are the same. It's not as green. Am I wrong in seeing that? It doesn't look as green as some of the other, bookcases that I've seen before. Maybe I'm just seeing things. But we have a non-functioning shelf right here. And then a little seating area right here with all of this other stuff through here. So kind of a bland entryway, if you ask me. It does have some storage down here for some, some assorted things. It's got minerals, fauna, flora, as well as magical stuff. And then a cool map right there with a really cool skull and a little hunting bow right there. But the bells and whistles in this home are pretty cool. So if you've not been persuaded yet, do please stick with me. So we're going to go upstairs first, as I believe the upstairs is the last floor going up. And this, my friends, is a very cool bedroom area. So the bedroom area has a whole bunch of stuff as far as storage goes. So we have integrated storage in ranged weapons, arrow storage, greatsword storage, daggers, etc., etc. Each of these is its own contained storage box, which I think is a really nice and fun way to store all of your weapons. They're a little close to each other, so I can see how it would be like an accident, like you're wanting to get into your war axes, and you go into your maces by accident. But it is kind of cool for those that love to collect things. Kind of a non-functioning table right here. A little chair. It's a bit randomly placed. Enchanting table right there. And then again with all of this stuff. We've got jewelry storage, two-handed weapons, one-handed weapons, clothing, light armor, heavy armor, staff storage, and enchanted range. So you've got your, enchanted stuff over here, as well as your regular stuff on that side. It's kind of nice to, differentiate between that. It's a bit dark over here, but don't you worry, because there is actually an activatable and a toggleable light at on this table. You just have to look at it properly, and there you go. So, our master bedroom, it's a bit bland as far as the decorations go. Having that skull over our head, it's a bit low. But we got some more storage right here. And I do like how it's all laid out. It's kind of a nice little layout right there. But then we got this beautiful little bay window through here. Daedric artifact storage, as well as a strong box for, some, stuff that won't fit in any other box. It's honestly... But that's the upstairs and the main entryway. Like I said, a little bit bland, a little cold, but still kind of nice with all the integrated storage and the static clutter and everything like that. But this is kind of what I was talking about with my ELFX. I don't know if that's a mod confliction with like the lighting changing, but it could be. It is a bit dark in here, I'll give you that, and this is actually on full brightness. But let's continue our tour, and let's head downstairs, shall we? Into this menacingly dark hallway. But as you come down, the lights come on, and I think if that's a feature in the house, is one that I'm really, really liking. It's kind of cool, honestly, to have automatic lighting. Reminds me of if I'm playing The Sims. But down here is kind of our big dining table where you can dine with all of your followers and maybe some children. If you've got your children at the house, you know, you've got your wife, your husband. Some weapon racks right here to store, you know, some assorted weapons, some assorted crossbows, everything like that. Nothing too crazy. And, you know, it's a bit cold down here in the basement because it's this stone wall, and the lighting isn't necessarily, you know, the best, but it is a nice little space to store a few things here and there. Through this bannerway is indeed the bathroom. Unfortunately, there is no running water, so you're going to be shitting into a vase that you're probably going to have to pull on up the staircase and dump out on Nazim. And then you can wash your face and hands in that. But let's continue once more down to the bottom level of the home. And we've got some storage right here, dishes and cutlery, as well as more dishes and cutlery storage and tool storage. Yet another menacingly dark hallway, but I promise you, it does lead down into the basement. And again, you know, the lack of things on the walls kind of contributes to the cold feeling. But as we're down here in the deep, dark basement, down here we do have access to the alchemy table. Up in the bedroom we had access to the enchanting table. But we've got storage in the form of poisons, stamina, magic, mixed potion storage, everything like that, etc., etc. It's an interesting way to store everything because each of these is their own little chest. So, you know, alchemy material, magical, mineral, fauna, etc., etc. Still kind of cool. I can see how it would be annoying to try, same with the weapons, to try and get into health potions and then accidentally go to skill potions and so on and so forth. But we've got ourselves a cooking pot and an alchemy lab next to each other, as well as a whole bunch of stuff for, you know, storing all sorts of food and drinks and, you know, prepared foods and raw foods. Still kind of nice to have. But as we come through here, we've got a nice hanging rack right here for some of our, you know, our herbs and everything like that. But then we come to this very strange door, and I'm curious, do I have a torch on me? I don't think I do. I don't. Okay. But this door is a master lock, but if you picked up the key up in the foyer, it does indeed unlock. Now that is as dark for you as it is for me, but I promise you it gets a bit brighter. As you walk through here, it unveils this massive underground sanctum, if you will, this gigantic crafting area and training area that's honestly kind of cool to look up and see the dome. Kind of reminds me of if I'm standing inside of the Library of Congress or the Capitol or anything like that. Kind of cool. But over here we do indeed have a rock pile. Interesting. I didn't actually see that on my initial walkthrough. I wonder what the rock pile's for. You need a pickaxe to use that, so that's odd. But we do indeed have a smelter. We've got ourselves a blacksmith forge, as well as a grindstone tanning rack and a workbench. Now, yeah, you know, there's a lot of things that could have been put on the walls down here to really spruce it up, give it a little bit more lighting. And it's, you know, it's just a bit cold. I think that's probably the running theme throughout this entire home, is it's a bit cold. However, there's a really cool bell and whistle, and it's in the form of your archery training area right here. And it's really kind of cool. So over here, I didn't actually know that was there. We'll have to check that out here in a second. Over here you have a lever. That lever can make that target move, which I think is really cool. And there's two settings. You've got fast, and then you've got stationary, and then you have slow. So I guess there's three settings: on and off, slow, and fast. And then it'll just go back down the other way, which I think is kind of a neat feature. But behind us, we can go ahead and walk on up here and see what this place has to offer through here, because this was yet another dark hallway that I did not actually see. Bottomless void, perhaps? Okay, no. Okay, I wonder if that is a visual glitch coming from the ELFX mod. It could be. But what goes through here? Oh my god! Okay, didn't know that this was here. More domes. Lots and lots of display cases. Oh, but that's really unfortunate. They don't even work. Are you kidding me? They don't even work? Oh, that would have been so cool if they worked. Oh, they're like the regular Hearthfire ones. They just don't work. Oh, that sucks, man. That sucks. Perhaps the mod author will redo that. Oh, so this is the dome. This is the same dome. Aha. Now that's interesting. Now, it looks like you've got a couple things in there, but they can't really be taken, so that's okay. But overall, if this would work, that would be so cool. But again, it's just really cold through here, and I feel like there could have been a lot more done to it as far as decorations go, and even functionality with armor mannequins, weapon plaques, weapon racks, etc. But as we continue our tour through Maison Nouveau, we can go ahead and check out this area over here. There's a random skeleton sitting on the throne inside of a cage, and it's gone completely black. That's definitely got to be a lighting glitch, so I do apologize for that. But we've got some torture tools down here. You know, everybody's basement needs a couple torture tools. But you have this random blue light that shines down through here, and it shines on these armor mannequins. The armor mannequins look pretty cool, especially with the skulls in there. But as we continue through here, there's one more place that we got to check out, and it's right through here. So you come to this giant dwarven contraption. Now, I've seen something like this in a home before. In fact, it was one of the homes that it was most recently showcased. And you come up here, and this is like, we're all familiar with this area, because normally there's a big puzzle to solve, and, you know, you get the Elder Scroll in here. But this one's a bit different. This is an orrery. And I think it's kind of a cool touch, honestly. It's the solar system of of all of Tamriel, or all of Nirn, if I'm not mistaken, which I think is kind of cool. It could also be trying to mimic, you know, Earth and Mars and the Moon and everything like that. I mean, this could be Mercury, this could be Venus, that could be Earth and the Moon, that could be Mars, and then that could be Jupiter. But like at the same time, I think it's probably supposed to be. In fact, yeah, it's definitely probably the whole, you know, Elder Scrolls lore galaxy and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. So that is the orrery, and you can turn it on and off, and let's just make sure there's no other functionality to it. I don't think there would be. Yeah, there's an on and an off button, but still, kind of a cool feature. So, let me know what you guys are thinking down there in the comment section. As far as my opinion on this home goes, it's deceptively small on the outside, but quite large on the inside. Has a lot of bells and whistles, but is a lot cold, in my opinion, and I think it could use a little bit of tender love and care as far as, you know, armor mannequins go, storage as far as being able to showcase things, and just a little bit more sprucing up. Perhaps it's supposed to be a little bit minimalistic, and, you know, adding more things would just kind of ruin that feel. But let me know what you guys are thinking down there in the comment section about what you would do with this home. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know down there in the comment section. I'm eager to hear what you have to say. But until the next one, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.